Like 27 carbs for this. 27 carbs for this little thing. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? No.
Poppin', but you really not gon' shoot. 90 pointers, time my diamond look like hula hoops. Hoppin', moppin', take her in the seats of my suits. Balenciaga, check my Patrice Valentino boots.
What's up, Live Squad? Welcome back to another video. So today, if you do not care about calories or carbs, I suggest you just click off now to save yourself the time. But if you do care, stay tuned. Instead of me sitting here talking about calories and carbs, I'm going to give you a few examples with actual physical foods. I guess put it more into perspective how things would look. Now, the number one question, minus the Gabrielle Union comment I get, this is the number one question I always get, is how to count carbs. So let me break it down to you from Google. Now, the nutrition facts label lists the total amount of carbohydrates, carbs, per serving includes the carbs from fiber, sugar, and sugar alcohols. There's actually different ways to, that people count their carbs. You can subtract your sugar alcohols, your fiber, but I'm just gonna tell you guys the basic way to subtract your carbs, because I know when I first started, I was like, none of this makes sense. So I'm gonna just kind of fill you in how I started, and then the more you get more into low carb and keto, you kind of you do more research and you kind of understand it better. But this is just like the dummy down version, that the best way I can explain carbs to people. So first we're gonna start with just the basic water. Of course most water is 0 carbs, 0 calories. So water, you're good. Just an example, juices and stuff, you guys, I'm telling you, read that nutrition label, because you will be shocked, you will be shook how much carbs are in these juices. So this is just an example. This is grape juice for 1 8-ounce, which is a glass, 160 calories. Not too bad, right? But the total amount of carbs for 1 cup is 38 grams. So for some people, this is like, for me that's low carbs. I only eat about 20-25 carbs a day. This is almost a day and a half worth of eating for 1 cup of grape juice. So you see where I'm going here? So I mean, if you count calories, it's completely different from counting carbs. Say your calorie goal is 2,000 or 1,500 calories a day. 160 calories subtracted for just a cup of juice really isn't bad. But if you're low carb, 38 carbs for 1 cup, ain't worth it. So I broke these out so I can a better representation of what things really look like. So before I throw these things away, spinach. So most of your veggies are actually pretty good in carbs, and if they don't have labels, you can look it up, and most of the time they have the carb counts for it on Google. Make Google your best friend, guys. But also there's an app called MyFitnessPal. This is not sponsored, but MyFitnessPal is a great app to check out if you need to track your carbs, your macros, your calories. So check that out. So it says a serving size is about 3 ounces, 3 cups. Put that in perspective. Yeah, this is a cup. So about 3 of these is a total of 1 carb. So I mean, spinach is good for you anyways, but 3 cups of spinach equals 1 carb. If you care about the calories, it's 20 calories per serving. So yeah, 20 calories per serving. And there's only, they claim that there's only servings of 2 in this bag. But I've been using this bag for like a week, so it's probably less carbs, really. It depends on how you use it. Yeah, 20 calories per serving and 1 carb per 3 cups. So literally this whole bag is 2 carbs or 40 calories. Depends on how you look at it. How you would subtract, like I said, I don't know how good this lighting is. So literally I'm just gonna dumb it down, because I mean there's more complex ways where you can like subtract your fibers, your sugar, alcohol, so on and so on, but this is for people that are just beginning and kind of don't want to confuse themselves even more. I literally say take your total carbs, which on here is 3 grams, subtract dietary fiber, which is 2 grams. 3 minus 2 equals 1. Yay! We have broccoli, well, florets, broccoli florets. So this bag is about 5 serving sizes, and it's about 30 calories per serving. And total carbs, it says 4 grams. And its dietary fiber has 2 grams, so we're gonna subtract the 2 dietary fibers from the total carbs. We're gonna just stick with 2 carbs total for 1 serving size. For 1 serving, we'll just say 2 carbs, 30 calories. 2 carbs, 30 calories. And I think even if you count calories or carbs, you can't go wrong with broccoli or really any vegetables. Cheese. Okay, it's completely empty. I wanted just to show you guys this because a lot of people are really confused how I'm losing weight when I eat a lot of cheese and I eat a lot of bacon. People are like, it doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna make it make sense. All right, so here is cheddar jack cheese. Now, it's 110 calories per servings. It's about 8 servings in this. Let me show you what it would look like. 1/4, it looks really small, and I know I use a lot more cheese in this little cup. I use probably use about 2 or 3 of these when I make eggs and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see. This is the serving size, 1/4 of a cup. For 1 is 110 calories. That's kind of steep if you're counting calories. But if you're low carb like me, 1 cup equals 1 carb. So that's why I go crazy on the cheese. So like I said, I normally use like 2 of these, maybe 2.5. So I'd be using like 2 carbs. 2 carbs, 1 cheese. If you're using this for calories per se, that'd be 220 calories. So like I said, it just depends if you count your carbs or if you count your calories. It makes a big difference. Some people probably don't justify eating cheese for 210 calories. Like I said, I'm low carb, so I don't really count calories. I count carbs. So 1 carb for 1/4 of a cup, that sounds good to me. Another one. You already know what's up. You already know what's up. All right, this is bacon. Okay, so let's break this down. Don't make this more confusing than what it has to be, because I know when I first started, I was like, this doesn't make sense. But really, when I was like, stop doing the most and like actually learn how to count carbs, it made sense. So don't overthink it. It's really simple. So yeah, and read labels. Like, it's all in front of your face. Just read the labels. It breaks down everything. If you're the type person that really cares about like tracking your macros to a precise, it's all here. Like your proteins, your sodium, like all that stuff is right here. So can't say you don't know what's in it. It's all right here. Anyways, 60 calories for 1 slice of bacon. Total carbs, 0. So yeah, most of your meats are probably going to be 0 carbs. Some will probably have a few carbs, but literally there's like I don't really know of any meats that are higher than like 5. It just depends on what's in it, to be honest. But most meats are 0 carbs. So that's why I eat a lot of meats. Good for protein. It's just good in general for low carb. This is the total carbs, 0. 60 calories. So I mean, it's not that bad. A lot of people say it's really high in sodium. Yes, bacon is super high in sodium. You really care about that, either don't eat bacon or get like the lower sodium bacon. But I stay pretty hydrated, so I really don't have any issues with that. But yes, bacon, bacon, bacon. I just got these for example. Oatmeal's kind of tricky because I know like oatmeal is a healthier option for you, but when you're low carb, oatmeal is really high in carbs. I'll just show you some examples. And like rice, it just depends. That's why I say read your nutrition labels. And another thing, just because it says like light or organic, or you know what I mean, like the marketing tactics, they get you to buy stuff because it's like the healthier option. Read the labels, because most of the time those are like worse for you. So anyways, let's move on to 2 things. First, let's talk about the rice. This is Uncle Ben. This is long grain and wild rice. Looks pretty healthy. 200 calories per serving for 1/4 of a cup. Now let me put that in perspective for y'all. This is 1/4 of a cup. This is 1/4 of a cup. So 200 calories for 1/4 of dried rice mix. And guess how many carbs? 42 carbs, and it has 1 dietary carb, so that's 41 carbs. Remember, we're subtracting dietary fibers, sugar, alcohols from the total carbs. So 41 carbs for this 1 little cup. Is it worth it? You tell me. So yeah, back to oatmeal. Like I was saying, oatmeal's really good if you're like looking to gain weight. But yeah, I don't really fool with oatmeal that much. I mean, I still like eating oatmeal, but it's really high in carbs, so I try not to eat it. But yeah, this is just an example, Quakers, and it's 160 calories per pack. So I mean, it's a good little serving. Because that could be your breakfast, right? So 160 calories, okay. But if you're low carb, so this would be 28 carbs for that one pack. And like for me, my goal is to stay under 25 carbs a day. So this would literally be my whole day's worth of eating, just eating one pack. So that's why I said that's where the difference falls between counting calories and counting carbs, because people seem to think they're like very similar and they're completely opposites. 28 carbs for one pack or 160 calories. If you count calories, then this is cool. If you count carbs, this is a no-go. I know some people are going to be like, but there's healthier versions. Yes, they are healthier versions, but you need to read your nutrition labels. That's for anything. Eggs, which I love eggs. You can probably eat a lot of eggs. Most eggs are like 1 carb. Let's talk about ice cream. This one is probably the best one to put into perspective for y'all, to really show y'all how they're out here finessing. They out here trying to plump us up. But this is Halo Top. For people that are not hip, Halo Top's the ish, okay? So this is blueberry crumble, 360 calories for the whole pint, and it's about 4 serving sizes. And here we have, this is Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream, Nestle Drumstick, and this is 250 calories. 250 calories for this whole little baby. What is this, 5.8 ounces? So let's see, 360 calories, 250 calories. I mean, you do the math. So let's talk about the carbs. Now this is why I'm so much bigger into Halo, because Halo is actually low carb friendly. Halo has, so for half a cup, this is a half a cup. For half a cup of this, it's about 9 carbs. So 9 carbs for half a cup of this. Now, most of the Halos that I eat are definitely lower carbs, but this is the most carb counted Halo Top that I've tried. They have all different flavors. You can get them at Walmart, Kroger, wherever, even order them online. But yeah, this is 9 carbs for half a cup. And if you care, this is 90 calories for this cup. Now, moving on to this little bad boy. Remember, 250 calories for this whole thing, so this is probably 1 serving realistically. 27 carbs. 27 carbs for this. For this little baby cup of ice cream. 27 carbs. So, is that really worth it? Like this one is literally less than 10 carbs more than this. And this is 4 servings. This is 1. 27 carbs for this little thing. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? No. So hopefully that kind of helps you get a better perspective of some things. So let's move on to condiments, because I know when I first started low carb, I'm a salad freak, so I eat a lot of salads. And ranch is actually pretty low in carb, but like there's like other condiments that I would always keep using, like ketchup, barbecue. I would just be like, oh, I'm just gonna use a little bit of it, you know, it's not gonna be that bad. Honey. Well, let's start the basics. Mustard's pretty good. Mustard has 0 calories, 0 carbs. Use it up. This is one of my favorite thick and chunky salsa. It's Taco Bell brand. And it's about 1 carb for 2 tablespoons. This is a tablespoon, so about 2 of these equals 1 carb. And it's about 10 calories. So salsa's pretty good. A lot of people think salsa's bad. If you go to a Mexican restaurant, I really don't know. It just depends on what they put in it. So eat that at your own risk. Mayo also is pretty good. It's a good fat to eat. 90 calories for 1 tablespoon. And it's actually 0 carbs. Mayo's pretty good for you if you're low carb. I mean, if your calories, 90 calories, if you're willing to take that. I do like using mayo for that reason. Barbecue sauce is good, but this is the Memphis style barbecue sauce, and for 2 tablespoons, for 2 tablespoons it's 50 calories. So 50 calories for 2 of these. I mean, that's really not that bad. but it's 11 carbs. 11 carbs for 2 tablespoons of this. Now if you're low carb like me, that's half your day just on a condiment. So that's why I said condiments will catch up to you. Really pay attention to that. Oh, this is my weakness, freaking ketchup. I'm not even kidding. I used to eat ketchup on literally everything because I was ketchup obsessed. I still love ketchup, but I eat it here and there. I try not to eat it often. But for ketchup, for 1 tablespoon of ketchup is 25 calories. So if you count calories, it's really not that bad. But for carbs, it's 6 carbs for 1 tablespoon of ketchup. Also, I think it just depends on the brand of ketchup too. So yeah, it just depends on the brand too. That's why I said read labels. Read labels. When I go shopping, I literally spend an extra probably 30 minutes shopping just because I'm reading labels. I mean, I probably look crazy and it probably sounds crazy, but if you really care, like, you'll read labels. Like I said, it's on the back of literally everything, so they don't hide anything from. And another thing, if you can't pronounce it, you probably should not be eating it. So like a lot of stuff when I started like getting into heavy labels, I noticed like some stuff would have like antifreeze in it. What was it? I'm not trying to call out Lay's potato chips, but they had like some crazy stuff in their ingredients. But yeah, something I saw at Walmart had an antifreeze and like just stuff that I'm like, what, in a potato chip? Like, that's why I said read labels. You'd be shocked to know like what's in it. It's not like they hide it from you guys. They literally put it in your face. It's just a matter of how much do you care about knowing what you're putting into your body. So yeah, hopefully this video sheds a little bit more light on carbs and calories. Be sure to like the video so I know if you guys want more of these type of videos. I can start like doing meals and like counting my calories and the carbs so you can see the difference of those as well. Just let me know. And yeah, so hopefully that was very educational. I try to make it as easy as possible to understand. Subtract total dietary fiber, sugar, alcohols from your total carbohydrates. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If not, we're just gonna keep working on it. Until next time, you guys, peace out.